World Series Game 3. We've got the Texas Rangers taking on the Miami Marlins. It's a 2K Sports presentation straight ahead.
And now we get a chance to look at Dale Svem's. And in the batter's box, it's Martin. Steve, let's talk quickly about the Marlins. What do you make of their chances here today?
Well, if the rest of the World Series is anything like the first few games, we're in for a wild ride. So far, we're in a dead heat. But someone is going to break this tie tonight, and look for that team to be the one that can deliver with runners in scoring position.
Opportunity, Steve. That's what you're talking about, delivering with runners in scoring position. That's a barometer of just what kind of day you're going to have, delivering opportunities.
Well, we have two good teams. You don't get that many opportunities, so when you do get them, you have to capitalize. You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With two strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact, but when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Navarro at the plate. Throws that curveball a little low, ball one. The 1-0 now. There's a swing towards the hole. And the catch by Taylor. And we've got a brief moment now to see how Miami will shape up defensively.
Hey, guys, you know, against an offense like this, defense becomes that much more critical. You cannot give them extra base runners or extra bases.
And Josh Hamilton to bat. Strike one. A career .455 hitter off Miami.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
Swing and a line into right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Hamilton's heading for third.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
Chance to drive in a run, Nelson Cruz. Strasburg misses for a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Now, this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit 3 times so far.
Oh, and there they go. Oh, they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it.
You love how the defense reacted right there. Instead of having a man on third base, the big risk did not pay off. They got the out.
You know, Steve, you imagine that big fly ball anytime. You get the bases loaded here, you got to take advantage.
Well, they'll take anything they can get right now. It's still early in the game. They just need to try to keep it close.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that one falls in there for a single. 1 run scores. And here's Sanchez heading home. And that makes 2 runs in. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
So this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it.
Hit in the air to left center. That'll do it as Cruz puts it away. They pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. And we're going to see Hamilton here. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. And even though they're losing in this ball game, they're going to keep that pen active. They've got both the right and left-hander up.
Well, you have to go to the bullpen to stop the bleeding so you don't give up any more runs and give your offense a chance to come back.
He's had 1 hit 4 times up. 2 men on and 2 men out. And the first pitch. Nice, shatters his bat. A line drive. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
What a big win right here on the road. Winning a playoff game. That's awfully tough to do and can go a long way to winning a series, Gary.
Now our player of the game. And now we have a series as they come away. Davis into the batter's box.
His stroke has been sweet for such a long stretch right now. I mean, he's picked up 18 hits in his last 51. He's doing what the middle of the lineup guy is supposed to do, and that's drive in the runs. And credit the guys getting on base in front of him.
He's running, heading for second. Davis making contact, but he'll foul that one away. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. And at first that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Davis fights off another one. He's running toward second. Curveball got him, 1 away. Over to third, not in time. He is in there safely.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch, not real good execution by the hitter. Oh, you're right, Gary. The pressure just mounting. Matt Harrison is...
The runner's heading home.
Oh, Gary, that's a great pitch right there. Great command and control. Hitting his spot down and in. That makes it real tough on the hitter.
And Kadaya gets there. That's one. double play. Nice way to get things started. It's Nelson Cruz. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, when you're playing behind a guy you love.
Swing and a liner to right center. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. And he's in there.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep the head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down in the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
Davis has a turn in the wild. Struck out swinging his last time up. First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
And Martin puts that away to retire the side. Val had to throw 20 pitches, so he'd like to keep that count lower than that. Texas 2, Marlins 2. It's Gadier at the plate. He'll dig in, start of the fourth inning. Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
No question about that. Things can change completely.
Well, let's take a moment to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches. John, Steve, what do you think about how he's done? Hot shot towards the hole. One. Ooh, I don't think that was the intended play. They blew that one. It's Emos at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Swings on that first pitch. Misses the fastball. 0-1.
Well, you can tell his timing way off after seeing him swing at that.
Oh, Taylor, here we go. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And Navarro's able to get to that one. That's the second out of the inning. And Bell's in the box. 273, the lifetime number. Oh, he's on the move for third. A smash. And it's gone. Miami takes the lead. Perfect time for a 2-run homer. That's what they wanted to get the advantage.
Marlins offense coming together right here, Gary, able to take the lead. Now they want to ride this momentum and see if they can extend it.
First pitch on the way to Avila. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and it's through. That's a base hit for Avila. He's trying for second.
Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team that he's starting to. Swing the bat really well.
Hagedorn at the plate. Fisher will be the pinch hitter.
As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
It's fouled away. He swings now and really hit that. And that's the third out. Hamilton grabs it. They pick up a couple to break the tie. Marlins jump out ahead in this one. Leading it off, Nelson Cruz. It will be Brad Peacock on the mound. He's been chosen to take over out there. Here's the first pitch to Cruz. Change up in there for a called strike.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Well, any great pitching coach will tell you that you got to keep the batters guessing. Oh, Taylor, here we go. Strike one. Harrison kicks and throws. Fouled off. Got him. One away. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably...
Oh, Taylor, here we go. It's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do it.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. And he lays one down here. Napoli, fine play on the ground. And he throws to first in time, out number 2. There's one you can put in the textbook. If you wanted to call a pitch to bunt, you'd probably ask for that pitch.
And that's why this is a team game. You have to handle the game situations. Outstanding baseball right there. Good bunt.
And Bell's in the box. And a home run back in the 4th inning. So here it is. Alex Avila coming up. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Okay, now take a look at what's happening when he goes 1-0 in the count. He falls behind. He's given up a home run and a couple of hits, and I mean, they're just teeing off on him.
There's contact. He drove it well. And Hamilton's going to play it. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. So Matt Harris. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it off. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch to him. Watches a curve in there for strike 1.
Gary, right now, you're trailing by 1 run in the game, so certainly something that you can overcome. But you want to get base runners. Nobody out in the inning. Try for the big inning. Get the leadoff man on and see what you can do.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Josh Hamilton, he'll protect that strike zone.
Well, now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I think he's going to utilize that changeup to try to get a swing and a miss.
Tries to saw him off with that one, but he missed. 1 and 2.
That curveball inside right there. Pretty good pitch, but if he leaves it over the plate, he's going to get hurt.
Towards the middle. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work.
After the pitch, the pitcher becomes an infielder. Quick reactions allow him to make the play and get the out at first.
And it's Nelson Cruz at the plate, 1 away. He has 5 career hits, 12 at-bats against the Marlins. Swung on, line to right field. The dive, and he's got it. What a catch. Had to lay himself out, but he comes away with it.
Well, the key isn't the catch at the end. The key is first step. He got a great jump on it, and that's what allowed him to run it down.
And so with 2 outs in the inning, here's Mike Napoli. Grounded out his last time up. Big breaker on the 0-0 pitch. It's a called strike.
Well, 2 outs in the 7th inning. This is what you want to do now is put this team away. Keep your lead. Go to the 8th inning and start the mount.
There's a smash towards the hole. And he will take it himself for the out. What an individual effort. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Marlins still enjoying. Peacock at the plate. He's going to get things going here. Home half, 7th inning. Bergman gets the call to come in and take the baseball. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Anthony will grab a bat and hit here.
Now Green brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get a base hit and see if they can increase this lead.
Hit sharply towards the hole. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, you just can't explain how valuable a pinch hitter is. A guy who can come off the bench cold and deliver a big hit.
Grimmage up now. 2 for 3. Oh, he takes off for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And 0-1 by Bergman. Hut shot towards the hole. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to the first, and
he homered back in the 5th. And we've got Mason Tobin out on the mound. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. That's a strike and an 0-2 count. And Beltre now, be careful of the K. It's hit foul by Beltre. Hit in the air to center field. And it's in there, the tying run on board.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
It's Gadier at the plate. Base hit his last time. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Pitch on the way. One is going to miss. Low for a ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Waves at a fastball on that 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. Slurve, very tough to lay off, but it's 2-2.
That's a tough pitch for a hitter. That breaking ball that he's burying toward the back foot, tough to lay off.
That swung on, hit on the ground, and he's up with it. The second for 1, and Davis will get the double play. How big was that double play? Well, the WPA graph gives us a pretty good idea. And that one's got to be a candidate for play of the week, Steve.
Well, you talk about shifting momentum. You get the ground ball double play, and all of a sudden you're back in the dugout ready to hit.
Davis into the batter's box. Swing and a line drive. Emus throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. And Ike Davis to lead it off. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Bergman's pitch swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, just because he's a fastball hitter doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball. Strength on strength right there, and the pitcher came out ahead.
Can't catch up with that swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Line towards second. Emus. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
1 out in the 9th inning, trailing by a run. They need that clutch hit. Maybe we're going to hit it out of the ballpark or put some hits together, but tie this game.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that is in there. The tying run is on base.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
Navarro at the plate. He'll be seeking his first hit right here.
Well, definitely going to have to hold the runner close at first base. He can run. And, boy, if he gets to second base, he's in scoring position and could tie this one up.
Good pitch from Bailey. Swung on and missed. This one's grounded to second. He plays it on the hop. There's one. And they turn the double play.
A lot of fun to call this game. Enjoyable play on the field. The Marlins pulling out a win in a very good ball game.
A chance for a little recognition here. Let's take a look at our player of the game.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And with this victory march today, they've overcome a very big hurdle, battling their way back into this series.
Hey, Gary, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see this thing come down to a deciding game.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Fulton.
Game 5 of the Fall Classic. We'll see the Texas Rangers taking on the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball coming up on 2K Sports.
Doesn't get any bigger than this. World Series pivotal game 5. These two teams have battled to a tie. Here we go for another. He is one of the game's brightest young stars. He burst on the scene. Will he burst on the scene on the mound today? We're going to watch Steven Strasburg. This is the lineup we'll see for the Rangers. And in the batter's box, it's Martin. Steve, as these two teams settle in, let's take a look at it from the Marlins side.
Well, if the rest of the World Series is anything like the first few games, we're in for a wild ride. So far, we're in a dead heat, but someone is going to break this tie tonight, and look for that team to be the one that can deliver with runners and...
A swing line to left center. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Got a chance to check out the Marlins now. Here's how they'll look defensively.
Gary, in a game like this, they need to play solid defense, especially against a lineup that can put the ball in play like this team can.
Navarro at the plate. One away, and that'll hold the runner at first. And it's Josh Hamilton at the plate, one away. Martin's on at first base. It's strike one, can't make contact on the fastball.
Gary, now that he's ahead in the count, it's probably a good time to go to the changeup.
And here's the 0-1 from Strasburg. He grabs it off the hop, but the throw is wide. He's in there at second.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing. Line shot into center field. And it's through. Base hit for Cruz. And so with 2 outs in the inning, here's Mike Napoli.
He has been productive, to say the least, with 6 hits in his last 16.
And the manager has to be tickled to death to have a guy that's always on base for the guys behind him.
This at bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Swung on and fouled away. Strasburg gets set and delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mike Napoli is struck out. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Bottom half coming up, Miami Marlins. Grimmage in the box. He'll get things started here in the home half of the first. And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. And Beltre gloves that one. Here's the offense for Bud Black. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
But he can get lost in the shuffle of the team that he's on. But day in and day out, Ike Davis produces. A big guy, he's going to be a huge power guy once he learns the pitchers in the league.
Here's how the Rangers stack up defensively. So, John, any individual standout?
Well, how do you not like Adrian Beltre? He's the best third baseman in all of baseball, not only offensively, but defensively as well. The orthodox way he throws the baseball, more flat-footed, and the velocity that he can put on his throws to first base. Plus, he's a great help to the second baseman because he gets the ball to them so quickly on double plays.
That's a strike. Feliz takes the count to 0-2.
The pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He could waste a pitch if he wants to.
I think with 1 out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to...
And there's Avila after the stolen base. Feliz in time for the out.
Now listen, pitchers don't hit the ball as well as position players do, but you can still impact the game with productive outs. Good bunt.
And boy, will he be happy if that comes around to score.
That's going to make the manager very happy right there.
Grimmage is the batter. Popped out in foul territory last time. Here's, he's on the move for third. He takes off for third. And that gets through for a base hit. Here comes Avila to the plate. And the run is in. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
It's going to be Taylor. What we're seeing here is just a great push. They've been able to jump out in front. Oh, he takes off for second. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, out to the right. There he goes for second. Strike two. It's fouled off. He's running towards second. Oh, man, there's the big bender. Struck him outside, retired. Third inning. Leading it off, Nelson Cruz. And he's got that steely look on his face right now, and why not? Two in scoring position, only one away. That lead in danger.
He's not interested in giving up that lead, so he's going to go right at this guy. 2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
Davis into the batter's box. He bounced out his last time. Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And Taylor puts that away to retire the side. They get 2 men. Davis in the batter's box. And Steve, let's take a look at how the pitch is done.
Well, he's putting his infielders to work, Gary, and getting a lot of help from his friends back there. Pitch to contact, let him put it in play and throw strikes.
That's a strike. Feliz takes the count to 0-2.
Oh, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him. He's coming at
0 for 1 thus far. Now Napoli sets up. Swings at that breaking ball, but misses. It's 0-1.
Well, a perfect location right there. When you're a hitter and you see a ball and it's in the strike zone for a long time like that.
And he's running on the move for third. Line drive. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Marlins. And Feliz settles in. You'll get things started. 5th inning. Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt. Fisher will grab a bat and hit here.
Well, pinch hitter entering the game right now. The game is officially over. That's the end of the line for the pitcher today.
Up with it now. The second, there's 1. And 2, a double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. And we'll see the rain. And the 3-hole will be coming right up. Have you on board 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it up. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Nick Hagedorn is the pitcher. As the Marlins bring in their reliever, he sends this one in the air towards center. And that'll set down Hamilton. That's 1 away.
Good pitch right there. Got the hitter a little bit out on his front foot. Easy fly ball to center field.
And stepping up to the plate, here's Nelson Cruz. He singled his last trip. Now the first pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike one.
Now, so much for making contact, Gary. This guy's going up there flailing at that curveball. You got to try to back off a little bit. Think about going the other way.
He delivers. That's it, foul by Cruz. He makes contact, line drive. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. That's going to bring Mike Napoli up.
Can you say self-defense? This pitch is coming way inside here.
And you say watch your knuckles because that's where that pitch was.
Can you say base hit?
Yeah. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Tommy Hunter is the pitcher. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey.
This one swung on and driven hard. 2 down. And they just tried to hold him there at first. Here's Adrian Beltre with 2 down. He's gone 4 for 8 lifetime against Hunter. Cruz is at first. First pitch to him. It's hit foul by Beltre. Here's the pitch. And Adrian Beltre looks at that one for a ball. It'll even it up.
A two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Beltre looks at that, a called strike 3. So they're shut down again. That's 6 shutout innings so far. Marlins still enjoying this lead. Top of the lineup coming up. Grimmage batting now. One of the effective ways to attack a lineup, mix up your location. There's a swing and a smash. And Hamilton's going to play it. No problem for him as he gets that out.
That's about as easy as it gets. He could have caught that one in his back pocket.
It's going to be Taylor. He brings an old. For 2 to the plate against Feliz.
Well, as a pitcher, I'm going back to that curve because he looked completely overmatched on it. I got the strikeout on it. I may start him off right here with it.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got about 0-1 right now.
You don't get the.
This one tapped in front of the plate. Played by Navarro. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Davis into the batter's box. Davis making contact, but he'll foul that one away. That's a strike. Feliz takes the count to 0-2. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. What's he doing?
Well, the pitch I've been watching is the splitter. Looking at the numbers here, he's relied on it a little bit too heavily in this game. The more you throw it, the more chance you have of making a mistake, and those hitters don't miss mistakes.
You know, one of the things I've been noticing, he has not been throwing the slider as much as we're used to seeing it. And it can be a tremendous weapon for him We'll see if he leans on it more heavily later in the game because he needs to find some outs.
It's Goodire at the plate. He'll lead off the 7th inning. Flew out last time. This one has popped up to the left side out of play. Swung on the fastball, couldn't get to it, 0-2.
There's 2 quick strikes. Now he's ahead 0-2. Let's see if he goes out of the zone and see if he can get the hitter to chase.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Well, clearly the slider's working today. He's working the corners, getting that late movement, getting a lot of strikeouts on the slider today.
And Mayberry batting. Last time up, a couple of bases for him. He had a double off Feliz.
Well, you know what? You go up to the plate again after getting a hit on a fastball, and you go up there saying to yourself, I'm going to look fastball and adjust to everything else just so you're ready when he gets it.
Davis picks it. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here, and that's 6 in a row that he set down.
Anthony at the plate. Grounded out last time. Back there in deep left center. And Cruz is there. That'll do it as they put that one away. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Marlins 1, Texas 0. We've got the top of the order coming up.
So I am a man up in the air, and I float around this town, and no, I shouldn't care. So when you see us there on the open road, you don't need to explain it, everything's changed, just know that you don't know what we call it. Right? Oh yeah, that's what we call it. Well, we can't call it at all. Yeah, we call it. Oh yeah, that's what we call it. When you can't call it at all. Yeah, we call it.
And in the batter's box, it's Martin. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. And starts him out here. That's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Good running movement on that pitch, in on the hands for the hitter. He laid off it, couldn't do anything with it anyways.
Here's the 1-0. Smash towards the middle. That's one away. Navarro at the plate. He'll be seeking his first hit of the game. Not a lot of luck so far. The pitch. Line fair down the line and right. And it's in there. The tying run on board.
Well, he kept that one fair, Gary. Cleared the hands. Got the good part of the bat to the ball.
They say lefty. He's like the pole, and into that corner is exactly where he went.
Good shot.
It's Josh Hamm. He swings. It's a ball to right field. Out number 2.
Not a bad swing on that pitch, but just got underneath it. The result, easy fly ball to right.
Here is Nelson Cruz. Here's the first pitch. Ball. That one's too low. Sanchez missing. Here's the delivery. Hit on the ground. It gets through. Go-ahead run on base.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Here's Mike Napoli. He's got a chance to bring a runner in. He flew out his last time up. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
He's not very aggressive in this situation, Gary, so I think as a pitcher, you have to get in the zone right now. You don't want to go down 2-0.
And Mike Napoli swings and misses at that one, and the count is now even. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Taylor's there. That one's grabbed. Side retired. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. The Rangers still looking for a run. It's Emos at the plate.
What a phenomenal game and effort from Feliz.
Take a look at this first pitch delivered and see how he's doing.
Well, throwing a first pitch strike is critical to success for a major league pitcher. They'll tell you that time and time again. He's proven that today. 12 guys out after going 0-1.
And Adams is in the box. He'll be the pinch hitter. And he fouls off another one. He's getting his first look at the plate. Butker is going to come on as a pinch hitter.
As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
Good pitch from Feliz. That swung on and missed.
Well, 0-1 count. Now he's going to look to go to his curveball. That's what he tends to do in this situation.
There's a swing, a high pop-up behind second. This one fielded. Davis. That'll do it as they put that one away. No runs, no hits. No. And it's Adrian Beltre to lead us off. Numbers, career matchup, 350 against the Marlins.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
Andrew Bailey's going to be pitching as Miami brings him into close. Beltre hits this one. Adams. That's one down. It's Kadire at the plate. 0 for 3 to this point. Holds back, and it's a called strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1.
A cut fastball just ran inside on the hitter's hands. He had no chance to even get out and swing at it. Tough pitch.
Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it. Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes, sitting on.
Davis into the batter's box. Fouled out on strikes in his last appearance. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
He throws that cut fastball up and into the hitter. Kind of surprised him he couldn't offer at it.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
And he takes the ball inside. 2-2. Brings that curveball just about at him, but it's full.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
And now let's get a recap of an outstanding individual performance. He's our player of the game. Magnificent pitching from the youngster, Steven Strasburg.
And for our listeners' benefit, and for you also, Gary, I would have liked to avoid some sort of cliche, but it never stops being true. You can't have enough starting pitching in Major League Baseball. And he gave a command performance today in this one, showing just why having that starting pitching is so vital.
And as they put the victory up in this one, they now sit enviably, we might add, just one win away from winning the series.
And you have to credit them. They've come so far this year, and now they find themselves just one win away. This has to be a gratifying victory.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time, as good as we did. Then you're all set.